Hey everybody, it's Ron with Radiant Technology Solutions, and we're doing an SMB Connect video today. We have Nancy with Known Digital Marketing. How are you today, Nancy?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Ron?
Doing fantastic. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Great. So, well, first of all, thanks for doing this. This is awesome. And we are Known Digital Marketing. Myself and my husband, Jeff, have owned the business now for, I think it's going on 12 years. So we originated in Chicago, started the company back in 2010. So 2010 started the business, and right at the time that the economy was just booming, right? And decided we're going to start up a business. So started the business up there, and then back in 2017 decided to relocate here to Florida. So we've spent the last, almost 3 years, 4 years, building our business again here in Florida. We're fortunate enough to still have clients up in Chicago, but building the business here, and we basically just our niche is website design and search engine optimization and search engine marketing, which are all buzzwords that people hear in the digital marketing space.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you using any particular platforms when you guys are building websites?
Yeah, so our platform of choice is WordPress. So all of our sites are built on WordPress. We like that platform for many reasons. A lot of people approach us and say, hey, can you help us with, Wix website or Squarespace website or, some other derivative of that. And we just found that with those websites, there's some limitations to the person who owns the site, especially when it comes to search engine optimization. So we like WordPress because it's what we call open source. So it's very fluid, and it allows flexibility not only in the design, but also in the search engine optimization aspect of it. In addition, it has features like WooCommerce, which allows the user to then build a store if they sell products or want to sell products on their site. And then it also has the flexibility if somebody's having an event and wants to take payments with things like Square and some of the other platforms for interfaces there. So we really like the flexibility of it. What differentiates us on the WordPress platform as well is that we're not a template-based business design, so we really customize the website. So it really, each website doesn't look the same as the next one.
That's the hard part. There's a lot of templates out there, and I'm sure it's tempting to pick one that's easy and just throw together a website, but that's really cool that you guys are customizing it the whole way.
Yeah, it allows us to do some branding too and really make the website unique, especially with the logos that people have out there. A lot of the templates are, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on, your ability, it's plug and play. So, you have to put a picture here and text here, and it just becomes very boring. So again, the nice part about WordPress is that you can utilize the platform to eliminate the need for a programmer, but you still have the flexibility on the design side of it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And so SEO, I think a lot of people aren't familiar with that. Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So SEO or search engine optimization is, really more from an organic perspective. So that really boils down to the content that you're putting on your site, the uniqueness of it, and most importantly, the keywords that you're using in how your consumer is looking for your business. So we do a lot of research when we provide a proposal to our clients, because we want to know how the consumer is searching for the products and services that the client is offering. And then we make recommendations based on that and what keywords should be used in the content. It also boils down to other things that are a little more technical, like title tags and headers and everything else, but that is all the stuff we take care of. In addition, another way to get the best bang for your buck, which is what we were just talking about, Ron, is blogging. Blogging is great because it's unique content. And so if you're sharing it out on social media platforms and other platforms out there, it's driving traffic to your website. So it's unique content that's getting the consumer to come to your website, not just for your services, but, because you're a search, you're a subject matter expert, and, you're trying to provide them valuable information.
Yeah, when you're doing the blogging, my understanding is that it helps if you, like in your blog, like if I was writing a blog about Office 365, I could link, put a backlink to Microsoft, and that somehow helps you. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, the backlinks are good, not, from a blogging perspective, yeah, we think backlinks are probably a good use of that. But you can also, there's some overkill, so you could put backlinks throughout your website, and it can become a little bit of overkill. So you want to be selective in where you're using it, not just plaster it all over your site.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then you're doing a lot of ad management as well.
Sure. So we do what's called search engine marketing. A lot of people know it as Google Ads or pay-per-click. It's got a lot of variations of its name, but essentially it's the ads that you see that pop up on Google when you're Google for a plumber, or a IT professional. Those ads are going to pop up in the form of text. They may pop up, depending on what website you're visiting, they may pop up as a banner ad or a visual ad. We like to call those stalker ads. So anytime you're looking for products and services, you'll find that the next time you go to a website, those ads are going to pop up for you. But it's Google Ads is a great way to give you a lift in your business, especially if business is slow. But again, it's a controlled environment that you have to really do the homework on. A lot of people try and do it on their own, and we applaud them for it. I mean, trying is better than not doing it at all. So, but we just always recommend, and it's not just us, but talk to somebody who really understands Google Ads. Again, they're going to help you with how the consumer is searching for your product and services. They'll help you narrow it down from a geography perspective, whether it's the towns or the zip codes that you want to focus on, and then help you decide on what's a good spend, because you want to make sure you're not spending too much so that you get a return on your investment, but you also want to make sure you're not spending too little, because then you might not be getting the clicks that you had hoped for.
Very cool. I know personally, and I don't know if I'm a unique case, but if I'm searching for something on the internet and I see like an ad, I always try not to click it.
Yeah.
I don't want that business owner that's out there to spend money if he doesn't need to. So
it's funny. I'm the same way. I actually agree. Ever since we started this business, and I've learned a lot about Google Ads, I'm very conscious of not clicking on those ads, because you're right. I don't want that business owner to get charged for something that I'm not probably going to call them on. So so I am very conscious of that, and that's something people need to be conscious of too. But unfortunately, consumers are out there sometimes, especially if they're in a pickle, they got a leak, a plumbing leak, or they have their air conditioner went out and it's 110 degrees. They just click on the first ad they'll see. So, but yeah, it's a tricky subject for sure. I always feel bad for people, although admittedly, I will do it for like the larger corporations, like Kohl's, or because I'm like, hey, they can afford my click.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Google Ads are very powerful, is my understanding. It can really bring a lot of customers to your business.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, it really depends on how specific you get on your geography, or your location. I mean, it's a tricky thing to do, but if you do it right, you can really get some good return on your investment. If you do it wrong, you could really be spending money wastefully. And honestly, I mean, I always tell people with Google Ads, just be cautious of who you're working with, because there's a lot of companies out there that that offer Google Ads to people, but what they're not doing is not being transparent on the cost to the client. So we've met so many clients who have approached us on Google Ads and have said, yeah, what are you spending a month? Oh, I'm spending $1,500. And we're like, on Google Ads? Like, well, that's what I'm spending with the company. And then when they really narrow it down and they're looking at their current campaign, there's very little of it is going actually to the spend, to the cost of the ads on Google. Most of it is going in the pocket of the company that they're working for. And so they're really not getting a good return on their investment.
Yeah, wow. So they're really just helping the company, not their business at that point, it sounds like.
Correct. They're not saying, $500 a month of your money is going to Google, and 400 is going to this, and they're not transparent about it. So then when you go look at the Google ad campaign, you realize the lack of performance, and usually that's what causes people to come to us, is the lack of performance. They spent $1,500 a month for a year, and they're like, oh, I'm not getting any money on this, and it's just draining them. And then then they realize after they drill it down that they really didn't know where their money was being spent. So it's unfortunate. So we try to be, like I said, very transparent. We keep those costs separate. It's really about, here's what you're spending on Google, here's what you're spending with known digital marketing.
And there's a lot you can track in those ads too, right?
Yes, you can do call tracking, which is really great because it allows you to know, again, the return on your investment. So it's a great feature that you have in the ability. The other thing that we do is, obviously you can have it installed on your computer. You can also have it installed on your phone. So it's real time for you, because you could be looking at your ad campaign, multiple times a day, to see how it's performing and to see who's calling you and to see how many clicks you've gotten and how many conversions you've gotten from those clicks. It's really all about conversions. People are like, oh, I got 100 clicks. Well, that's great, but really, how many of those called you? Because that 100 clicks, that's money that got taken out of your pocket. But if 100 of those people didn't call you, then it really is a fruitless exercise. So
it can be very beneficial for a business or detrimental, it sounds like.
Absolutely. So like I said, we really encourage people to talk to professionals about it if you're interested in doing Google AdWords. And to be honest with you, Google Ads isn't for everybody. Some companies, it's really not beneficial for them to do Google Ads. Some other companies it is. The trades are a really great, but anybody who does plumbing, HVAC, roofing, all those are great, businesses to be doing ads. And then sometimes you have these just real niche businesses, like a business coach. That's really not a business that's probably going to be doing Google Ads. So another one is like, you have these large corporations that do health insurance, but then, as we know, in our area, we have individuals that are helping people with health insurance or Medicare insurance. Those folks doing Google Ads is really not a good spend of their money, because they can't compete with, the Aetnas and United Healthcares of the world, so those people I wouldn't recommend, doing Google Ads.
No, that makes a lot of sense. It's it's like David versus Goliath almost.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, it's like somebody, if you're somebody who sells or makes, custom window treatments, I don't know that that's worth you doing a Google ad, because, again, JCPenney and Kohl's and, these big box stores are doing custom window treatments, and, they're probably doing Google ads, and it may be hard for you to compete with them. So that's something, again, you just have to look at it. It's really, it's hit or miss. So it's always good to take a look and see if it's worth it, rather than just start spending your money, in an unwise way.
And for those smaller, little different kind of businesses, probably like social media is their best option for clients, I would think.
Yeah, social media is, so when we started this business so many years ago, we were trying to be jack of all trades, and so, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, it was, can you help me with my IT? Can you help me with my social media? Can you help me with my print? And we were always like, you never want to say no to your client. And, as those things progressed, those became full-time jobs, and social media is full-time job. That is a business for somebody. We have referral partners that we work with, because social media, if you're not doing it in some aspect of your business, it really could be your demise.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook, as much as I hate it, I do it anyway. LinkedIn, even a lot of people fail to use their Google business listing to post. We post every day on Facebook, LinkedIn, and our Google page. Some sort of article, something important about our business, something related to our business. And I'll tell you what, it really, really helps. So, get disciplined, I say, and if you need a referral, reach out to us. We'd be happy to give you people that will either manage your social media or teach you how to do it.
Yeah, and it all kind of ties back into the search engine optimization too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because again, if you're doing those posts on Facebook and LinkedIn and you're linking them back to your website somehow, or your Google business listing, I mean, that's how those things rank higher. The algorithms are always gonna support the people that are active. So, I say, not doing it is really not good for your business. And again, select the platform that's best for your business. Facebook and LinkedIn are good for us, and Google. Instagram, I'm still, to be honest with you, I'm still, learning more about Instagram, but Instagram's more about pictures. So it really just depends on your business and where you need to be. And again, a social media coach or a social media expert is going to, give you pointers and tips as to where your best social media should be done. So,
yeah, I've always thought that the Instagram would be great, like if you were a crafter.
Yeah.
You were making like different unique things to post the pictures of there and develop a following. But we talked about plumbers. I can't picture a plumber.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, posting pictures of
right.
dirty pipes and stuff all day
Yeah,
long.
I mean, I don't know, Ryan Penna, would you like post pictures of of you guys like digging pipes in the yard? I don't know if that's really exciting.
Exactly.
But you're right. I mean, it really boils down to what it is that your business does and how those platforms can relate to the consumer. It's also about who you're targeting. Is it, are you a B2C business? Or are you a B2B business? That also depends on where you want to focus your social media attention. So yeah, but definitely if you're not doing it, need to be doing it for sure in some capacity.
Well, if somebody wants help with a website or social SEO or Google Ads, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so certainly by phone. Our phone number 866-217-0955. And if you want to check us out online, our website is getfoundbeknown.com. So you can find us out there, learn about our business. And then of course on Facebook, we are Known Digital Marketing. If you search for Known Digital Marketing, you'll find us out there. And again, love to connect with people, love to refer business to people in our circle of referral partners, and certainly love to work with businesses. Like I said, we work with really any small business, 1 to 100 basically, so that constitutes a personal coach or a business coach up to possibly a large manufacturing company. Love to work with the trades, love to work with attorneys. So really anything in between. The only thing we really don't do is we don't work with with people that have franchise operations, because they typically have some sort of restriction in their contract that they have to work with their organization.
Yeah, that's the same with a lot of the IT aspects of it. Sometimes we can be remote hands, but
right.
that's all we can do.
Exactly.
But I can't think of any business owner that wouldn't want to be known and get found.
So. Exactly. Exactly. Well, especially after this past year, if you're not online, you gotta be. So, and website design is ever evolving. So we're always there to help people, coach them along. Maybe building a website isn't right for them right now, but we're here to give them ideas and give them some coaching. And we're flexible, so we offer opportunity for our clients to pay for their website over time, so it's not so harmful on their pocketbook. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I sure appreciate you joining me today, Nancy.
Well, I appreciate you having me, Ron. It was great to talk to you. It's great to be a referral partner to you. I look forward to working with you more in the future. And thanks again for having us.
Me too. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.